all adventure racers to the event information and safety briefing video for this coming weekend's Max Adventure Race the Gap in Brisbane. Looking forward to welcoming you all along to Inogara Reservoir for a great day of running, riding and kayaking. Before we get started, I'd like to take this opportunity to acknowledge the traditional custodians upon whose land we will be meeting and acknowledge their elders past, present and emerging. The main thing I want to talk about in this video is, unsurprisingly, safety. Firstly, adventure racing is a team sport. You will all be completing the course in teams of 2. Therefore, should you get into any difficulty on the course, please look to your teammate for assistance first up. If you require further help on top of that, there are some emergency contact numbers listed on your map and your course description, so you can give us a call and we can initiate the appropriate first aid response, or grab one of the other teams that might be passing by, ask them to proceed along the course to the next transition area or marshal point where they can pass on the nature of the injury and where you are, so that we can then get assistance out to you as needed. And the important safety thing for this event is that you could be travelling or will be travelling along a short section of car park / bus bay during the event. Now that bus bay / car park is not closed and it will have traffic travelling along them. So please pay attention whenever you're moving around those areas. Look out for any vehicles, give them plenty of space, use the footpaths and other things wherever possible. So keep an eye out for that when you are out on course. We do not have exclusive use of the trails that we'll be using on Saturday. Therefore, there'll be plenty of other walkers, riders, things like that out on the course. They have as much right to be there as you do, so please give them plenty of space, show them plenty of respect, allow them to enjoy the beautiful location as much as you are. If you are out on course quite late on Saturday, especially at the far southwestern corner of the course, and you get a little bit off track, you could start to see some signage from another event that is going to be held on Sunday. So if you see arrows, wrong way signs, things like that, sort of trying to indicate you which way to go, they are not for you. The course is not marked. The only thing you are going to be looking for is the orange and white orienteering flags for the classic and novice courses and the purple orienteering flags for the kids course. So if you do see anything like that, they are not for you. The weather on Saturday is looking to be quite warm, as is normal for this time of year in Brisbane. Chance of some showers floating around as well, so please come prepared. The warmer conditions will mean that you need to carry plenty of water. There's no drinking water out on course. The rules are that you must carry 2 litres per person, plus 500 ml, an additional 500 ml on your bike as well. So that's plenty of water, but it is important that you make sure that you carry that so that you have plenty when out on course, because you could be out there for quite some time. When you're out on the mountain bikes on Saturday, we ask that you ride to your ability. If you come across a stretch that might be a bit more technical than you are comfortable with, we know a lot of you don't ride super regularly, stop, slow down, get off, walk those short sections as needed. Especially on any steeper downhill sections, make sure you get on the brakes early, look at it before you just bomb on down there. The steeper sections are relatively short, but they are out there, so please give them plenty of respect. If you see any signs out on course that say steep descent, warning, caution, things like that, we have put them there for a reason. They are our signs, so please pay attention to them and take care on those steep descents. When you're out on the footlegs on Saturday, please note that swimming is not allowed. Our event permissions do not allow swimming. So it could be that you look at your course map and think, well, if I just swim across that little inlet through the reservoir, I'll be able to access those checkpoints more quickly. That's a good thing, good idea, but I'm afraid it's not allowed. So no swimming during the event. When you get down to the kayaking section on the course, please make sure that you carry your kayak to and from the water. Don't drag it along the ground. That will damage the kayak. If you do have younger team members with you and you need assistance moving the kayaks around, you can either grab another friendly local team that might be there at the same time, or there will be some Max Adventure staff members and volunteers more than happy to help you get your kayak in and out of the water. The PFDs, life jackets, must be worn when kayaking. There's a variety of sizes available, so make sure you grab the appropriate one. There are smaller ones for the younger team members. The other thing that must be worn when kayaking is footwear. Footwear must be worn when kayaking, no taking your shoes off and leaving them on the bank. Mandatory gear as well. We see teams leaving their bag, which has their mandatory gear, water, etc., on the bank when they do the kayak leg. Mandatory gear needs to go with you at all times. Make sure you have that when you are out kayaking. For you classic course teams, when you get your map and your course description on Saturday morning, have a look. There might be some bonus checkpoints listed there. Those bonus checkpoints are entirely optional. There's no penalty for not going to them. But if you do collect them in the order that's shown on your course description, you will gain a time bonus. So you might get 15 minutes taken off your time. But just beware, any time you spend getting to that bonus checkpoint does count against your time. So if it takes you 20 minutes to find a checkpoint that only gives you a 15-minute bonus, it's not worth it. So plan carefully. Also pay attention on the map, both novice and classic course teams, for any potential out of bounds areas. They are clearly marked. They'll be hatched out in purple or pink. Make sure you pay attention to them. Any teams travelling through out of bounds areas will be heavily penalised and or disqualified. So make sure you avoid those areas. When you are out on course and you come across that elusive control you are looking for, you'll be looking for a control marker like this. There'll be an orange and white orienteering flag for all the classic and novice course controls, purple and white for the kids course. So if you are a classic or a novice and you find a purple and white flag, that is not the control you're looking for. If you are a kids course team and you find an orange and white flag, that's not the one you're looking for. So make sure you're looking for the right control. But you'll find a control attached to the tree or whatever features listed on your course description under that flag. You take your timing chip, you insert it into the hole, and your control will beep and flash. That's how you know you've collected it. It's not like a tap and go like a phone or a credit card or anything like that. Don't need to put it in at the back, just straight in the hole, and the control will beep and flash like so. That ends my show and tell segment. When you arrive on Saturday morning for parking, we ask that you initially park in the Gap Park and Ride. That's a large car park just near where you'll need to drop off your bikes and go to registration. So park there. Once that fills up, overflow parking is available on the neighbouring streets. So have a look in the event program that was sent out last week and is also sent out with this email to locate those areas. When you come along to registration, make sure you have your mandatory gear with you so you can complete any mandatory gear checks at registration. You will not be able to get your race bag with your map and course description until you complete that mandatory gear check. So come along with that. You'll need to know your team number, which will be sent out in the last minute info email that'll be sent out on Thursday, also attached with this video. So just have a look at that team number. Come on the registration, complete the mandatory gear check, get your race bag, and then you can plan your day. A good tip for teams that haven't done this event before, make sure you're looking at the map in conjunction with the course description. A lot of teams just look at the map. Course description will have a lot of information that will help you plan your day as well. For you novice course teams especially, there is a navigational tips and tricks session where I will virtually run through the course and explain what you're going to be looking for, what you're going to be doing when you're out on course on Saturday. So check the event program for exact timings, but once you register, stick around near registration and we'll get that going. That'll really help you have a better day out on course. That's everything for now. Have a great last couple of days before the big event, and we look forward to seeing you bright and early on Saturday morning. Thanks very much.